Hey everybody, welcome back. So I decided tonight I was going to do a quick video. I've had an idea to do this for a while. On my Facebook profile, way back when I started my Scentsy VIP group page, I had done my top 10 like favorite of all time Scentsy video, and I thought it'd be neat to do another one but showcase the main catalog. Because I sometimes think that with like all the different limited time collections that Scentsy comes out and like the different holiday promotions, all of that, the catalog fragrances and the catalog products I think get like pushed to the wayside, and they aren't necessarily like promoted or spoken about much in the Scentsy community. So I wanted to basically just do a video on those catalog fragrances, because I know a lot of times what will happen is a catalog fragrance will be like awesome, perform well, it's got a great scent to it, but because it gets overshadowed by all these limited time collections and special promotions and all this other stuff, sometimes it's not purchased enough, and then it might get the axe when it comes to relaunching that next season's catalog. So without further ado, in no particular order, I picked what I consider the top 10 fragrances from this catalog, so spring and summer of 2023. So I did not include any of the new releases, so the 10 new releases that Scentsy came up with this catalog. They do that every time there's a catalog change. They'll come out with 10 new fragrances that will be featured in the catalog. I didn't pick any from that section. I basically did anything else that was in the catalog. So anything that always returns in the bakery, the fresh, the fruity, the floral, the woodsy, the spice, all that. So Ruby Nectarine, I think, is an amazing fragrance. This was a scent of the month. Oh gosh, when was it? It was April of 2022. And it came out with this awesome like succulent warmer. It was called Desert Bloom. It has a really small compacted element warmer. It was really, really nice. But Ruby Nectarine, it was a powerhouse and still is a powerhouse. I actually clubbed it, and then when I found out that it was coming back, or actually I should say it was returning as a catalog fragrance, I was ecstatic. So I pulled it right out of my club, made room for something else, and I've been able to happily warm this bar so far this spring. I actually pulled one of these out the other week and warmed it because I was kind of like in the mood for like a summery, fruit. So if you haven't had Ruby Nectarine before, Scentsy does describe it as juicy nectarine, ruby apple, blended with pear blossom, puts a fresh spin on fruity. So I definitely agree with that scent description. You do get, it's so good. You do get the fruity, like red Macintosh apple, and it does come off juicy and bright. And then that nectarine is just got that nice peach quality. And then the pear blossom, it doesn't really give it like a floral note or anything like that. It just complements the two nectarine and fruit scents by making it just more subtle and blended and all that. But man, oh man, this is a powerhouse when you warm it. It is very strong, and it usually lasts me in my home about 2 days, but I am that type of person that leaves my warmers on 24/7. I've explained this in previous videos. I have 2 sets of warmers usually in every room. I have element warmers that go on during the day because they don't light up, because they don't have light bulbs or anything like that. And then at night I will use my glow warmers that do have the bulbs, so that way it kind of gives off a light, some ambiance, all that stuff. So this I recommend. If you love anything fruity, anything summery, this is definitely going to be a win-win for you. because it is so pleasant. It's fun, it's fruity, it's juicy, it's bright. It's everything you want in like an apple peachy bar. So this is definitely one of the best ones from the catalog right now. And that is available in other products too. If you're on my website, which is www.wicklesscandles.scentsy.us, if you're in the search bar at the top of the page, you can just type in Ruby Nectarine and it will show you all of the products that that particular scent is available in. So if you don't necessarily do wax, but you purchase like scent circles for your car, or if you have any of our fan diffuser systems, some of these scents might be available in pods and you can enjoy the fragrance that way as well. All right. Coconut lemongrass. This by far, and if you've watched my videos for a long time now, coconut lemongrass is hands down my favorite scent from Scentsy. Always has been. This was in the first 6-pack that I purchased way back like in 2008 when I was introduced to Scentsy. So this has been a forever love for me, and I really enjoy this one because I call it my fresh palette scent, because if I have a particular odor that I'm trying to get rid of in the house, you know, whether that's like fish that I cooked or hamburger or something burned in the kitchen, or the dog got sprayed by a skunk and it's just lingering in the air, you know, that type of thing. Pop a few cubes of this in a warmer, and I'm telling you, within like 30 minutes, whatever smell was in your house is going to be gone, and all you're going to smell is this bar. It's awesome. And this one is on the strong side, so it's not as intense as Ruby Nectarine. This one is strong, but it's strong and it lingers for a very long time, in my opinion. So coconut lemongrass is described as creamy tropical coconut and sunny bright lemongrass. So it's definitely got the coconut, and it's more of like an authentic coconut. So not like tropical suntan lotion coconut or fruity coconut. It's just that authentic coconut oil, coconut palm that you get from this bar. And then the lemongrass just makes it this nice, fresh, clean, awesome scent. I mean, I can't say anything more about this. It's very strong. Like I said, it does linger, so it does last. It's a 2+ stayer. And like I said, if you put it in your home, anything that was pungent, it will be completely eradicated. So this is a really great summery citrus scent. Also in the citrus category, Cocoa Lime. I fell in love with this bar last spring and summer season. So it was one that I've had before. If I had to fill up like a 6-pack or something like that, I would like, you know, throw one of these in. But I really didn't get like into the bar until this last spring and summer catalog. So Cocoa Lime, it's coconut milk and creamy vanilla get energized with a citrus splash of fresh lime. And again, completely like the description. It's creamy coconut, blends it very well, kind of cuts down the sharpness of the lime that's in here, but the lime is tangy, it's bright, it's zesty, it's fresh and clean. It's just so good. And this is a powerhouse too. It's almost along the same lines as the Ruby Nectarine. And I have mixed these two together in alternate warmers in the same room. And this has been a really great mix. I've also mixed Cocoa Lime and Coconut Lemongrass together, and that was a really good mix too. So it again, it's a high intensity powerhouse scent. It's going to fill your whole room, open concept worthy, all of that stuff. And it's, again, just a nice, fun, bright summer fragrance. And I think you'd be putting yourself at a disservice if you didn't have this warming in your house during the summer, because it's just such a great scent. I honestly wish they had this in the cleaning products. Hopefully that will come. We had Fiesta Lime, which was really good. But Cocoa Lime might not be bad for cleaning. All right. Just Breathe. This is in our fresh category. This is what I call the Vicks Vapor Rub fragrance, because it does smell just like Vicks Vapor Rub. And this again was in like my first Scentsy 6-pack ever when I went to a party back in 2008 when I was introduced to Scentsy. It's just a forever love for me, and I would be so, so sad if this ever left. I almost freaked out because they did retire it last catalog, so they didn't have it in the catalog for their fall and winter season, so I was kind of worried that this one was going to get the axe, but it looks like it's just going to be a seasonal scent and only available in the spring and summer months. But you never know with Scentsy because they do have a tendency to give things the axe at no will and no reason, so. But Just Breathe is breathe deeply as soothing eucalyptus, zesty lemon, and a medley of mints, comfort, and rejuvenate. So it's just like Vicks Vapors Rub. It is definitely going to open up your nostrils. It is very strong. I typically just warm this in bathrooms, and I do like having a couple of bars on hand because if any of the kids are sick, I'll put it in a warmer, and it just seems to help. It's very soothing. If you don't mind strong scents in your bedroom, it would be a good bedroom scent too in the wintertime. But to me, it just smells like Vicks Vapor Rub, so I correlate that with the bathroom. So that's why I just warm it there. But honestly, I could warm it throughout my whole house and I won't be mad at it. It's so nice. It's, like I said, it's Vicks Vapor Rub. It's very airy. It's very fresh, minty, all of that. So can't go wrong with that bar. Clothesline. This is also in our fresh category. It's been in Scentsy forever, just like Coconut Lemongrass and Just Breathe. It's just been around for years and years and years. This is what I call Scentsy's dupe for Downy. For Downy fabric softener, Downy detergent. This smells just like it to me. Scentsy does describe it as crisp greens, orange flower, creamy violet, and a white wicker basket will let you savor the scent of just wash laundry. And it really does. It does smell like sun-dried, airy cotton right from the clothesline. Like almost like in the morning when the air is still a little bit crisp and cool. This is what that smells like. But like I said, it smells just like Downy too. This is a powerhouse. Again, kind of see a theme here going. This is definitely a powerhouse. I've had this fragrance last 4+ days in my house. This is how strong this one is. So this is definitely one for your buck, especially if you like to stretch out your wax. Bathroom. I've even had this going in my living room when company was over. Because it's such a powerhouse, I would say you probably only need like 1 cube, maybe 2 if you have an open concept room, but honestly more than that it's gonna overkill it. So, but this is so good, and I love laundry scents, and that in the Scentsy Fresh and the laundry line, Clothesline, to me is the best scent to have in laundry. So, all right, Aloe Water and Cucumber. This one's really good. So it's aloe water, cucumber peel, and palm frond and pineapple nectar are oh so mellow. So this is interesting because it's got a lot going on with the fragrance. So you definitely get the aloe, so you get that botanical feel from the aloe, and the palm frond kind of gives it that greenery. And then there's a little bit of sweetness from the pineapple nectar that kind of blends it all together. But it is very nice. This is probably like medium performer, so it's not a powerhouse. It's not high intensity on the strength of the fragrance. It's kind of one of those middle run-of-the-mill fragrances, but it does very well, and the scent appeal is very high to me, so that's why it's in my top 10. And it's available in a boatload of products too. They used to have it in clean, which was really good, but honestly you can't go wrong with this one either. Okay, White Amber and Teak. This is in our woods category, which also is kind of like dubbed the masculine category. White Amber and Teak is alluring amber and teak flirt with fresh bergamot. So Scentsy, when they use bergamot as an essential oil, it does come off cologne and musky. So I definitely got this. So when I first smelled this, this was a new release last spring and summer. And then they brought it back for fall and winter. And then they returned it back for this catalog. So it seems like it's a bestseller. It seems like it's very popular. I mean, the scent is amazing. To me, this fragrance smells like what the hot guy at Hollister clothing stores in the mall would smell like if you walked into the store and he was standing there trying to sell you a t-shirt. Like, this is Hollister. And I don't know, it just brings me back to high school days, going into the mall and walking into Hollister and all that. So this one is very high on scent appeal. It's a medium performer, but it does last quite a long time. I usually get 2 more days depending on how many cubes I use and how long I leave the warmers on. But again, it's just one of those, when you want a masculine scent, this is definitely one I would recommend. Okay, we've got Vanilla Bean Buttercream. So Vanilla Bean Buttercream, this has been around for a long, long time. It's in the bakery category for obvious reasons. This is a very, very decadent, gourmand bakery bar. So if you want something sugary and confectionery and gourmand and all that stuff, this is the bakery bar to pick up, because you are not going to be disappointed. Now, just bear with me while I pull up the scent description, because I totally passed the bakery section right there. So this is described as decadent buttercream frosting made with the freshest butter whipped with cane sugar and vanilla extract. So it's definitely all those things. Like, to me, this is just like buttercream, vanilla, like frosting on a white cupcake. It's so good, you guys. Oh, it's like everything that you want in a bakery bar. And Vanilla Bean Buttercream, it is very strong, but it's a great mixer. So if you have anything that you want to mix with this to create other bakery scents that Scentsy might not currently have, I've done Vanilla Bean Buttercream with like a lemon scent to make like a lemon cupcake. I've done it with like our sugared strawberry fragrance to make like a strawberry shortcake kind of fragrance. So there's so many options with Vanilla Bean Buttercream. You can mix it with Mocha Doodle to like kind of give it like a chocolate chip cookie or sugar cookie. I mean, there's so many ways to use Vanilla Bean Buttercream. But it's that quintessential, like, vanilla bean, buttercream, cupcake, decadent icing, all the ooey gooey goodness of bakery in a bar. So, all right, we're down to the last 2. All right, Welcome Home. This is in our spice category. There's only 2 scents in the spice category during the spring and summer, because spice really isn't something that people gravitate towards during the warmer months. That's more for fall and winter. So there's not many fragrances in that category, but the ones that are there are pretty great, and I would definitely recommend Welcome Home any day to anybody. It's described as warm and welcoming with cinnamon and spices. So it's basically just potpourri. It's potpourri from Joann's, from Michael's, from Hobby Lobby. That's all this is. But it's so comforting and kind of gives you that like nostalgic home feel. And this is what I would consider a company friendly scent. So if you have anybody coming over, put on a cube or this in your warmers, and you know, it's going to be very warm and comforting and just inviting and all of that. So definitely recommend Welcome Home. And last but not least, Kukui and Coconut. So Kukui and Coconut, this was a scent in the summer collection last year. and it did pretty well. There was a following to this fragrance, and I think that's why it was voted back to main catalog, because it was so popular. So Kukui Coconut is described as, just bear with me while I pull up the right there. Tropical coconut and kukui nut lounge on a bed of soft jasmine. So it is in the floral category. Oh, it's so good, you guys. It's like suntan lotion with like a little bit of jasmine, makes it a little bit perfumey, and then it's just got like this nutty nuance to it. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Now, this is a lighter scent, so it's not a powerhouse like most of these other ones that I chose for my 10 from the catalog. This is on the lighter side, but it lasts for days. And it's so good that I literally could just melt this everywhere all day long. It just gives me summer vibes. This is exactly what I would want to smell during the summer, like on the beach, under a cabana. Like this is it. This is it. Oh, it's so good. So that rounds up my 10. So like I said, I think the main catalog fragrances get overlooked a lot, so I just wanted to do this quick video to show you what I would recommend as a top 10. So if you're someone that wants to try some of these fragrances and really not sure on what to put in your 6-pack, you can't go wrong with any of the 10 that I mentioned. So definitely I would recommend those for your next, purchase, and try them out before the catalog ends in September, because honestly, you never know when these fragrances are going to, come back. Like I said, some of these were like limited time collections last year that came back for main catalog, but that's not always the case. And as always, if you love a scent like Ruby Nectarine and you don't want to be without it, add it to a Scentsy Club. Scentsy Club is Scentsy's awesome subscription service where you can throw in any of their consumable products. So whether that's wax, pods, laundry, cleaning, whatever you can use, you can put it in a club and you control the frequency. So you can control whether it comes monthly, bi-monthly, or quarterly. When you put $30 in product total in your club, you automatically get 10% off. And then if you do $60 worth of product in your club, you get 10% off, plus you get a half off item. And there are exclusive things to club that you can only get through a club subscription, which is Scentsy's Whiff Box. And then they do have bricks, which are ginormous wax bars. They're about 5.5 bars to 1 brick. And you can actually get those items as your half off item. So Scentsy Club, if you've never, heard about it, definitely check it out on my website. If you have any questions, just drop me a comment or email me at happilyscentedhomes@gmail.com, and I'll certainly answer any of your questions that you have with Scentsy Club. But the point I was trying to make with that is that with Scentsy Club, there's a perk. Besides the 10% off and the half off item, you can unlock the Always Get My Bar perk, which basically means in wax, if you have a particular wax bar in your Scentsy Club and Scentsy discontinues it, they have to continue to make it for you because it's in your club. So you will forever get that fragrance. You could be the only person on earth to have Ruby Nectarine in your club, and Scentsy will continue to make that bar for you as long as you have it in your club. So you'll never be without it. You'll never have a Scentsy heartbreak. So it's amazing. So I definitely use Scentsy Club a lot for those retired fragrances, because I am the type of person that will like something that's unique, like Kukui and Coconut, that it might not be popular amongst the vast, population of Scentsy addicts and Scentsy fans, but I like it and I don't want to be without it. So I utilize Club for that reason. So other than that, if you like these videos, I will continue to make them. Just give me a like and subscribe so that way you can see my next one. And until next time, bye.